Alright, so boom, y'all. I will admit I was kind of stuck on the title of this video because saying 10 songs that are the same makes it sound like I'm talking about 10 songs that are similar amongst each other. What I really mean is there are 5 spots on this list and each spot has 2 songs each. So 10 songs, deal with it. For each pair of songs, what I mean by them being the same is that the content of the song, the sound of it, the structure of it, the 2 songs have so many similarities to the point where they're pretty much interchangeable with each other. If you heard one song, you heard the other one because they're not that much different. One song that isn't the same as all of these tracks is Remember My Name by Tia Soprano.
Now my grandma watching over with my dad at heaven's gates. And you should call a spade a spade. If life's a curse, you be the blessing. Smith & Wesson for protection. Time to teach these demons a lesson. Viewer discretion. I'm gon' give you my pain. Load my mag, then I aim. Barrel kiss in my brain. Me and you ain't the same. Different blood in my veins. Lost myself in the rain. I know life ain't no game. You'll remember my name.
Check the homie Tia Soprano's music out on his social media, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and put on that notification bell. Let's get it.
You ain't bumping like I'm bumping. You ain't saying nothing, homie. You ain't fresh as I'm in. You can't shine like me. You know, ride like me. You know, dance like me. You know, you ain't from the streets.
Bow Wow and Romeo in general are counterparts to each other. They're like the Google and Bing of kid rappers, the Raw and SmackDown, the Blood and Alright, I'm playing. But really, people were always putting them against each other and saying that they make the same style of music and you couldn't be a fan of both. You had to pick one to like over the other. So at the end of 2005, Bow Wow released the song Fresh As I'm Is from his album Wanted as a single. And one time, Bow Wow was on the Tyra Banks show and he was explaining to her what the name of the song meant. So peep this.
So what is Fresh As I'm... Okay, wait.
No, go ahead. You can, because my mama do the same thing.
Oh,
Like,
she does?
she can't get it right either.
Okay. Okay.
My mama can never get it right, so I always got to break it down. It's fresh as I'm is.
Fresh as I'm in.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's basically just like a slang term. Like, it's just like saying, like you're not fresh like me, basically. Like,
Where does that name come from? Because we don't hear that now.
Okay, like being fresh, like first of all, like you can just be fresh. Fresh like
I know
another word
fresh.
for being fly. And then
Okay.
as I'm in, it's like, it's saying like if somebody's standing right here and I'm looking, I'm like, no, you ain't fresh like me. You know
Oh, you
what I'm
ain't
saying?
fresh as my is?
Yeah, something like that.
So as y'all see, it's a simple song about telling someone else they don't have the same sauce like you, they can't shine like you. Some months later, Romeo released his song You Can't Shine Like Me, and he was on 106 & Park explaining to the host what the meaning to his song was.
Now let's talk about your new joint, You Can't Shine Like Me. The title is definitely different than any other title you've had out there. Talk to us a little bit about this. What inspired the song, You Can't Shine Like
Well,
Me?
you know, this song, you know, it's for anybody out there, you know, somebody think they can shine like you. You say you can't shine like me, you know. It's for all the hoods across America, you know, get crunk too.
So as y'all see, it's a simple song about telling someone else they don't have the sauce like you, they're not as fresh as you. Both songs clearly have the same meaning, but this is just the beginning of the comparisons. So in Bow's track, everyone got up in arms because at the end of his first verse, he said, I'm 18, nigga, making more than your dad. Everyone assumed that this line was about Romeo and Master P. Now, truthfully, I never really thought that because Bow Wow is not that ridiculous. He know good well he don't have more money than Master P. And it turns out the line came from a song called The Doo-Wop by LL Cool J, where LL said, don't run from the cops, making suckers jock, and I'm only 18, making more than your pops. But clearly Romeo didn't know that because in his track, conveniently at the end of the first verse as well, he said, You's a mama's boy, I'm the son of a hustler. Everyone knows Bow Wow's mom is his manager, and she has been his manager for his entire career. So Romeo called him a mama's boy as a rebuttal. This was also around the time that Bow Wow was dating Sierra, so there was a point in Romeo's music video where he said, boy, stop stunting, if I want her, I can have your chick. And the girl that's walking toward him in the music video when he said that looked exactly like Sierra. So Romeo was talking all kinds of shit in this song. Speaking of his video, one thing that always got on my nerves was these girls dancing in the background. They have these I Heart Romeo shirts on. It's not even a real shirt. If you look close, you'll see that someone just printed out a sheet of paper that had I Heart Romeo on it and they just glued it to a white beater. This shit is so cheap. But during the time when these songs came out, Bow Wow and Romeo were throwing shots at each other left and right. Romeo even said that Bow Wow called him the day that he heard You Can't Shine Like Me and asked him about it. As the years went on, they both claimed that they never had any beef and that, oh, it was just the media trying to push us against each other. And it's like, Alright, bro, whatever. There's way too many coincidences in both of these songs for that to be the case. These two songs are literal counterparts. If you want to hear a Bow Wow version of You Can't Shine Like Me, put on Fresh as I'm Is. If you want to hear a Romeo version of Fresh as I'm Is, put on You Can't Shine Like Me. They serve the same purpose. And they can say whatever they want. I think it's super obvious that these songs were aimed towards each other. Especially Romeo, since his song came out afterwards.
But I never go broke. No, I'ma stay getting money. Yeah. And I let's go.
They shaking their head, they don't want me to win. They can't stop me now, and they could stop me then.
Now, when it comes to E40's choices, I never heard the song before until I had a white friend that showed it to me. Like, yes, I have a white friend named Jonah, and when he told me he listened to E40, I was so damn surprised. Like, really? Like, damn, all right. So he showed me this song, and I like the concept of it. How the song works is that he will say a line that's negative and say, nope. And then he'll say something that's positive and say, yep, right after it. Here's some examples. You a loser? Nope. Winner? Yep. Starving? Nope. Dinner? Yep. Because it's E40, y'all know this boy had to be hella goofy. Some of the lines I didn't even know what they meant. Sober as a gopher? Nope. Higher than a roller coaster? Yep. Star Wars? Nope. Yoda? Yep. So y'all get the point of the song now. So the song Choices came out in 2014, and would y'all believe that 3 years later, in 2017, he made another song with the same formula? This song was called Before explaining the song, I want to say that one feature of YouTube that I always turn off is the autoplay feature. I really don't like it when a video finishes and then another one plays by itself. Like, let me change the video when I want to. I'm guessing YouTube itself knew that these songs were the exact same because came on through the autoplay after I heard Choices. And after hearing the track for about 30 seconds, I was like, wait, did it play Choices again? Or is this a new song? Because I'm hearing the same bars. Literally, all this man did was take all the yeps and change them to and he took all of the nopes and changed them to My bark ain't stronger than my bite. Put down the gun, bitch, we can fight. Never will I go to war for a hoe. Bitch, I'm a mother in Buffalo. As y'all can see, it's the exact same structure. Can easily be looked at as a lazy song because it's like, really, dude? Like, you just took a song that you made 3 years ago and you just changed the words and left everything else the same. Is honestly not as funny as Choices because on he was just saying anything. You weak at shooting dice? You really about that life?
You eat booty? You lick coochie?
So I definitely love Choices more than and part of that is honestly because of the music video. E40 got everybody and their mama to do a cameo for this. It really showed how much respect he had amongst all of the rap game. So many people popped up just to say yep or nope. It was so cool. I actually recommend that you all check it out and see if you can name everyone in the video. It's really fun.
You deserve it cause you're perfect.
Now, as someone who listens to a lot of Dave East, this nigga is definitely someone who raps about the same thing. Anyone who tells you otherwise is flat out lying. Almost every track you're going to hear from him is about Balmains, Balenciagas, Pradas, pretty much any kind of designer clothing and jewelry. And then his struggles growing up from Harlem. Like, you're gonna hear a lot of bars about the same topics. And then, of course, like, he gotta have songs for the ladies. A song when a rapper is just talking about how good he'll treat a woman, how good he'll fuck her. And to top it off, you gotta get that R&B pretty boy to sing on the hook too. Now, I watched the video of Dave explaining his process of making his Survival album, and he touched on how he doesn't make music to conform to other people's standards. He just makes the music that he likes. If you like it, cool. If you don't like it, cool. So I'm sure he doesn't care that he has songs that are very similar. And that's what brings us to Perfect with Chris Brown and Alone with Jacquees. Now, Perfect is a song I talked about before on my channel, and I said how Chris outshined Dave so much to the point where you can easily forget that it's Dave's song. Both songs are really him just rapping about something generic about he'll be the best thing that ever happened to a girl. Sex with him is the best sex you're gonna ever have, like all that kind of stuff. And the thing with both of these songs is that I feel like there's nothing unique about Chris or Jacquees' performance. Both of them could have easily been replaced by Trey Songz or August Alsina, or they could have replaced each other. Like, Chris could have been on Alone and Jacquees could have been on Perfect, and these songs wouldn't have been no different. Having Chris Brown on a song about sex in general, they all the same. Chris has a song with T.I. called Private Show, and that song is even the same as Alone and Perfect. And it's actually crazy that Dave East was trending on Twitter at the end of June because people was calling him trash. Either calling him trash or saying that he's a good rapper, but he just uses trash beats. People just don't respect Dave East like that. And I think it's because he doesn't make mainstream appealing music. Songs like Perfect and Alone are some of his most popular tracks. And even then, these weren't hits that were big enough to get a lot of people to care about them.
The only way we get it, only way we know to get it. Off the block, off the clip, off the cam, nigga. And that's the only way we get down. Cause that's the only way we was taught.
So y'all know I listened to all 5 of Wayne's Carter albums a ton of times. And although I understand why people think the Carter 1 is one of the best in the series, this is probably the biggest Carter album where there's no diversity at all in the lyrics. This album had 19 songs. Throughout all 19 songs, I bullshit you not, this man rapped about the same 5 things. Money, women, drugs, I'm from Hollygrove, I'm Birdman Jr. The only song on the album where he doesn't talk about like any of these 5 things is the best song on the album, I Miss My Dogs. Other than that, while I was listening to this project, every verse, every bar, I'm like, how often is this dude gonna talk about the same things? The biggest examples of this are the songs Only Way and Get Down. It's not even funny how similar these songs are. From the meaning of the song to the bars, both songs even start off the same, with Birdman calling Wayne's name and Wayne responding with, "What up, Pop? What up, Pop?"
Hey Wayne, what up, hey nigga? What up, Pop? Weezy, what up, Pop? What up, Pop? Fuck what they heard is what they need to know, nigga.
So the meaning of Only Way is Wayne talking about how he and his homies sell drugs, they rob people, they have sex with a lot of women, they tote guns, and they do whatever they can to get money. And the reason they're like this is because based on how they was brought up, that's all they know. That's the only way they know how to get down. And the meaning of get down is Wayne talking about how he and his homies sell drugs, rob people, have sex with lots of women, they tote guns, and they do whatever they can to get money. The reason they're like this is because based on how they was brought up, that's all they know. That's the only way they know how to get down. If those descriptions sounded similar, then you should understand my point by now. I'm not making this up. That's literally the meaning of both songs. Even in the damn hook to Get Down, they say the words only way multiple times. And that's the only way we get down. And that's the only way we was taught. And everything we got, we bought. Hearing this hook, you would think that the title of this song is Only Way. But no, that's the title of his twin brother on the same album. Y'all don't understand how flabbergasted I was listening to this project. Get Down comes up first in the track list, and then 3 songs later you hear Only Way. When I heard Only Way, I said, like, this is the same fucking song, man. Like, I just heard this 12 minutes ago. I'm a big Carter 1 fan, but Lil Wayne was incredibly lazy when it came to these 2 songs. And if I'm being honest, Only Way is the second worst song on the album to me. Even though they're damn near the same track, I feel that he performed to Get Down better, and it's a much hyper song.
Some things never change.
We was hopping out in broad day. I hope I don't wake up tomorrow. That's when you realize that this is bigger than me. All I wanna do is make the city project.
So the final spot of this video is actually a 4-way tie. Wishing for a Hero by Polo G, War Baby by Roddy Ricch, Born Sinner by J. Cole, and Bigger Than Me by Big Sean. All 4 of these songs made me realize something. Why do rappers have the final song on their album be some deep, passionate, emotional song with a choir in the background singing the vocals? All 4 of these songs have lyrics that you can tell the artist put their heart into it, and at one point or another they have a gospel choir harmonizing in the background. And they're all the final song on their respective album. So Polo G's The GOAT album ends with Wishing for a Hero, which is his version of the song Changes by Tupac. Polo G talks about the oppression that black people have faced over the years and unfortunately may continue facing, because in life there are always going to be people at the bottom. Not everyone's going to go on to have a successful, healthy, and happy life. That's just the way it is. And he even has gospel singers standing with him in the video singing, "No, no, 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 no." J. Cole's Born Sinner ends with the title track Born Sinner, and it's a song with Cole expressing how important music is in his life. It's what motivated him before the deal, and after he got signed with Jay-Z, it's what continues to keep him pushing, and it makes him the man that he is today. James Fauntleroy greatly enhanced this song, and towards the end when he had the choir backing him up, it's the best sounding part of the whole song. War Baby is the final song on Roddy Ricch's album. Here, Roddy talks about the typical growing up in struggling conditions and how being from the trenches is, in of itself, an everyday war that he had to fight through all his life. He had to turn into robbing the robbers. And at the end of the track where he says, we was hopping out in broad day, he had a choir coming to back him up. Finally, Big Sean's I Decided album ended with the song Bigger Than Me. And this is one of his songs where he admits his depression and talks about how when he was younger and in the beginning of his rap career, all he wanted was the money, cars, clothes, jewelry, and women. Which is actually very true. When you listen to Big Sean's first 3 mixtapes, he was a very one-dimensional rapper. All he rapped about was wanting to get money and women. But he says that now that he's gotten all those things, he's not even happy. And he realized that happiness comes from a place that's bigger than what he originally thought. You can have everything you wanted and still be a sad individual. But regardless of where he is and his state of mind, he wants to put on for Detroit and make the city proud of him.
All I wanna do is make the city proud, yeah.
So like I said, all 4 of these songs have the same template. Emotional song with gospel singers in the back. No, 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 I'm a born sinner. We was hopping out in broad day. All I wanna do is make the city proud, yeah. Now this is something I'm going to personally say. I also think that all 4 of these songs are the best songs on their respective albums. Wishing for a Hero is definitely the best song on the GOAT. Born Sinner is the best song on Born Sinner. We was hopping out in broad day is the best song on Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. And Big Sean's I Decided, it's honestly close between this and Sunday Morning Jetpack, so you can pick whichever one you like the most. But yeah, hearing Wishing for a Hero is what made me realize rappers honestly do this pretty often. And there's probably more songs out there that fit this same template. And if y'all find some, let me know down in the comment section.
Outro, outro.